Hi, what's up everyone? I know it's been a little bit since my last video, but car runs. I've been driving it, did probably over 1,000 kilometers on it so far. So I guess I'll do a cost breakdown for those who are interested. I built this thing on a budget. I mean, she's pretty swag, can't lie. So let's go over that. Okay, so this list I have here might not be 100% accurate. Some stuff I just bought and forgot to write down. So yeah, we'll start from the beginning. When I first got this car, I did valve cover gaskets, spark plugs, new battery. I think that was it, to be honest. And that was 180. This is all Canadian, by the way. 180 bucks Canadian. The battery was 180. So after that, I bought coilovers, as you guys can see. Car's low. Those were off eBay for $640. I had to do my brakes to get this thing safetied in Ontario. The safety system is terrible, and it has to be a brand new car. So 400 bucks for brakes. I had chrome rims on this car originally. They were 19 inches. They were like 19 by 7s. So I had to run spacers. I don't like spacers, so I bought these rims. Sorry, I think I bought those rear rims for 300 bucks. And I got the front rims for $250. So starting the turbo build, which I have some videos posted on that. So I bought the fuel pump. It's a 340 eBay specialty fuel pump. eBay special. This is all eBay mostly, Amazon. So fuel pump. Where am I here? Fuel pump, fuel pressure regulator, and the fuel line. And the battery relocation kit, so battery distribution block and the line that runs to the back. That was $375. I had to buy some fittings. All I wrote down was fittings. $37 for fittings. After that, I bought an oil drain, oil feed line kit, which is actually terrible. I'm using the line right now. It seems to be working. I'll show you guys close up on the drain situation later. I think I made a video on it, but yeah, I'll show you guys that later. The manifold was probably the cheapest one you can find off eBay. It was $345. All right, so yeah, the manifold, $345. This turbo, I don't even remember what size it is anymore, like 63.63 AFR, whatever you want to call it. When I was doing my research, that's what everyone recommended, was something that size roughly. That came out to $250 Canadian. I think I got it for Christmas, so it was free. These O2 bungs I have, you can see kind of one. There's one welded on the first and last runner. So those bungs were $20. The wastegate that I have is a 50 millimeter. For this, it's not a V-band. The manifold I have is a 4-bolt. And it took me forever to find a wastegate that matches with that 50 millimeter flange that's on the bottom of the manifold. But that was $165. All this piping that you see, excuse me, the intercooler piping. This is actually a cold air intake. I explained that in one of my videos. But that's a cold air intake. I just ran the pipe down farther and turned it into just a piping, because it already had this MAF housing on it, so I didn't have to like weld this on or anything. It already had that. So if you guys are looking to do that, you can do it that way. The only problem with it is it has the original, I don't know, air lines or whatever, so you just have to cap those off. But the intercooler piping and the blow-off valve, which I have just under, so it comes down off the turbo, goes down under the car, straight across under the radiator, and the blow-off valve sits under there and it wraps around, it comes back up. But anyways, that was $460 for all that stuff. I have more fittings and miscellaneous stuff, which I wrote down $125. I'm guessing that could be like the O2 spacers. Um, I think for the oil feed, the little fitting where your oil pressure sensor goes into and the oil feed line. The original one that I had was junk. It was like a little copper brass, whatever you want to call it, and it cracked. It was a piece of garbage. So I had to buy a new one of those. Obviously, different couplers. This is 2.75 into 2.5. These caps. This 3-inch piping for the turbo, 3-inch coupler, 3-inch air filter. What else? Mm-mm-mm. Oh, yeah, I built the exhaust. So I had bought some 2.5-inch, I believe, exhaust piping for this thing. And I bought a cheap welder, a cheap flux core welder off Amazon. And I built my exhaust for $240. Is it great? No. Does it work? Kinda. You can see, whoop, I have it heat wrapped so it doesn't look terrible. But yeah, that's my super awesome custom downpipe exhaust that I built. I still do have stock resonator on it. I don't want this thing to be super loud because I daily drive it, and that would be annoying. So yeah, I built the exhaust. I can get a sound clip for you guys near the end, but $240 for an exhaust? Come on, professional over here. I have an air fuel ratio gauge on this car. I had to weld another bung kind of further down on the downpipe underneath the car, and then it's run into through the dash and into the center console there. That, and actually this intake piece and that air fuel ratio gauge was $200. So that, I'm not even going to total it up because I don't want to know how much I spent. Please don't tell me because I'll probably cry. But I mean, this thing runs pretty good. I have a roughly 6 or 7 pound spring in this car. It originally had 10, and it was way too rich. It was like as soon as you went over like a quarter throttle, it was 8 or 9 air fuel ratio, which isn't great. I mean, still with the spring that's in it and the fuel pressure regulator turned all the way down. I think I'd set at 37, 38. So that's with vacuum off. So it's still pretty low. If I floor the car, it'll get super rich. This is a 2001, so I've heard the computers are different on these ones. So it is on stock ECU. Do I care that it's running a little rich? No, not really, because I don't beat on it that much. It does make super cool turbo noises. I don't know if I'll get a sound clip today because it's kind of raining outside, but yeah, that's my turbo IS300 build. I apologize I haven't made any videos kind of recently. I finished the build. I had a few small little things I needed to do to it, but I just wanted to get it on the road. Finished school now. Maybe I'll get some more videos out. Probably won't be on this car. I'll show you guys my new project here. So I just realized that I kind of wasn't even in that last clip. Poor camera skills, by the way. But here is my 94 F-150 XLT. I picked this bad boy up for $800. I'll throw a clip of what this truck looked like stock originally. As you can see, she's got some height to her now. It needed shocks, upper lower ball joints, tie rod ends. What else did it need? Axle pivot bushings, I believe those are called, or where the drop bracket is. So I ordered a rough country 6-inch lift kit for it. I hope that the kit is okay. I might upgrade to Bilstein shocks eventually, because rough country shocks don't have great reviews. But yeah, so rough country lift kit, all new ball joints, front end kit. Uh, yeah, it should be pretty good. Hopefully the steering's not sloppy. I need to order some bigger tires. These are the stock 235 75 R15s. Looking to get 33s for it. I want to keep these stock rims. They clean up nice. Um, but yeah, it needs new oil pan gasket, rear brakes, rear axle seals. I still need to put the lift kit on the back. Um, and I am getting a new bed for it actually, because the cross members under the bed are all rotten and it's full of dents, and the bodywork that was done originally on the arches was done terribly with fiberglass and other nonsense. But yeah, also I got, well, the stock brake lines were so rusted onto the spring perches, because I also replaced those. Those are rotten. So I had to cut off the old brake lines. So I just ordered new rough country extended ones. That's what I'm putting on right now. So I'm just flaring the metal brake line, and then I'm just throwing the lines on. But I'll try to make some videos on this thing. It's honestly a pain, and everything just goes wrong. Everything's rusty. All the bolts are breaking. Nothing's going smooth. The more I do to it, the more I find wrong with it. So if you guys want to see videos on this truck, let me know. I don't mind. If you do want to see it, obviously I have 34 subscribers at the time of recording. So, uh, yeah.